Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I have another swatching video for you, and we are going to do some LA colors. These are just really cheap nail polishes that you can get at Walmart or most dollar stores. They range from 98 cents to around $2 depending on which line you get it from. Some of the glitters and holographics are a little bit more expensive, closer to the $2 mark, where the color craze are usually 98 cents. So yeah, I have 15 colors. These are not all the colors they have. I just picked out some of my favorites and some that I wanted to try. And I'm going to swatch them and give you my thoughts to see what we like and what we don't like, and if I think they are worth buying. So this first shade is called Mesa. It is a really pretty warm neutral shade, and it is just in a cream finish. It's very opaque. I will say on these swatches, I don't take a lot of time because the brush is very short. So I didn't want you having to look at my thumb the whole time. So I kind of like cut out some of the swatching time. But this one went on very smooth, very creamy, and I got full opacity in 2 swatches. And this is just a perfect everyday neutral nude shade. And I think it's very pretty for summer as well. This next shade is another cream finish, and it's in the shade Hottie, and it's just a very bright, like neon peach. This one was a little bit less opaque in the first swatch, and like I said, you can see my thumb through all of these swatches, so I apologize for that. That is the only like thing that I don't like about these polishes is how short the brush and applicator is. But this is it on 2 swatches. I do go in with a third because you can see some patchiness around my cuticle. This is what it looked like after 3 swatches. Still a little bit patchy, but not horrible. The next shade I'm going in with is Sunshine, and it is a cream finish yellow. And yellows are notorious for being kind of sheer and hard to like get full coverage. And I did experience that with this, which was kind of a shame because it's a really pretty yellow. It's very bright and summery. I did have to go in with 3 shades, and even with, or 3 coats. And even with that, I still had a little bit of patchiness. This is the second coat here. So if I wear this in the future, I will probably put it over a white polish just so that I can get full coverage. But this is after 2 coats. And like I said, I do go in with the third, and even still you can see some patchiness around my cuticle. So I never could get like full coverage, and I really didn't want to go in with the 4th coat. Next, we have the shade Lightning. It is another cream finish, and it's a very warm toned pink. Very pretty for spring and summer. And this one had kind of like a jelly consistency or finish. And it was very smooth, no streakiness, no patchiness. And I really, really like this shade. You could see my nail line underneath in 1 coat. But honestly, I thought it looked pretty even with that. If you had pretty natural nails, I think it would be pretty in 1 coat. So I do go in with the second one, and I believe I got full opacity in 2 coats. And yeah, so there's what it looks like. It's very pretty, very glossy, and perfect for summer. Next, we have the shade Vacay, and this is a more cool toned fuchsia pink. This reminded me of like 90s Barbie convertible kind of color. And again, this one went on very smooth. It had that jelly-like consistency. It was very opaque in 1 coat. You could see a little bit of nail line, but you actually could get away with 1 coat with this if you wanted to. I do go in with a second. And you will notice with these polishes, they do dry a little bit matte, like not matte, but just not as glossy as they go on. But I always wear a top coat with my polishes. Next, we have this beautiful red in the shade Maryland. I love that name. And again, this is very smooth, very opaque. It has that jelly finish. And if you're someone that loves like a classic red nail polish, this is like the only polish you need. Like this is like the perfect red to me. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's just got a beautiful finish to it, and it does dry a little bit on the dull side like the other ones, but nothing a top coat won't fix. But it was one of my favorites. We have the shade Jazzy, and it is a beautiful pastel, like neon purple. I absolutely adore this shade. I'm very big on purple polish for my nails. I did have to do a little bit of cleanup, but that's just user error. But this is like the perfect spring shade, and it would be good for summer as well. I feel like this would be beautiful on tan skin. This one was a little bit more sheer, so this was on 2 coats. I do go in with a third because you can see a little bit of patchiness, but this is just the most beautiful color. And out of all of the colors in that I picked out, this one's probably my favorite. It wasn't the best performing because I did have to go in with a third coat, but it was beautiful in 3 coats, and I highly recommend this one. Now we have the shade Purple Passion. It's another cream finish. And this one I was very impressed with. It was very opaque in 1 coat. And like I said, I love a purple polish. It's kind of a cool tone. It's just very, very pretty. If you like a purple polish, I highly recommend this one. Fully opaque in 2 coats, and one I'm very excited to wear. Now we have the shade Mystical, and this is in their Mermaid Magic line. It's a pearlescent purple, and it's kind of got like a green sea foam mist, which I guess makes sense. It's like mermaid colors, so it's like purple and green are like classic, mermaid. This is very sheer. It's very pearlescent. Honestly, I thought it looked beautiful in 1 coat. I do go in with 3, I believe, to get full coverage, but I liked it in 1, 2, and 3 coats. This would also probably make a really pretty topper over like a darker shade. But again, this one is going to be beautiful for summer when I have a little bit of a tan. It's just very shiny and it was very smooth. I was a big fan of this one. Next, we have a color from the Hypno Holographics. These are not holographic, they are more iridescent, so the name is a little bit misleading, but it's a really pretty pink with a gold shimmer, and it does kind of have like a blue shift. I think you can kind of see that in the swatches, and I really, really like this one. I've actually had this one for a while, but I wanted to swatch it as well with all my other LA colors. And I do go in with the third coat for full opacity, and this one's just really pretty. Like, it definitely has that shift to it. It's not holographic, but it does have like some color shifting, like a pink blue with a gold shimmer, and it's very, very pretty. Next, we have the shade Wired, and it is in this beautiful, like, royal blue, and it has, like, a shimmer to it. It reminds me of, like, a beautiful blue bowling ball. I know that's, like, a funny reference, but that's what these shades make me think of. It was very opaque in 1 coat. I do go in with a second one. It was very smooth, very shiny. I'm just a big fan of this one. I feel like it would be so pretty in, like, the winter months. And, well, I guess it is the winter months, but I'm ready for spring. But next winter, I'll probably get a lot of use out of this. Now we have the shade Fancy Pants, and this is the first like glitter topper. This has blue and purple hex glitters and green bar glitters, which I think make this very unique. You do kind of have to work with it to get the glitters like on your nail, but it's easy to work with, and it just has a clear base. I do a couple coats so that you can see what it would look like just on natural nails, and then I'll also show you what it looks like on black polish. But yeah, as you can see, you definitely kind of have to fiddle with it to get those glitters out. You could probably actually sponge this one on. I've never tried sponging glitters, but that is something that I do want to try in the future. But you can see I did get a pretty good like amount of glitter on my nail after a little bit of work. And here it is over a black polish, and I love shades like this over a black polish. Like, the light hits those glitters and they just really stand out. The green is my favorite part of this polish by far. I just like those bar glitters. But yeah, it's beautiful, it's glossy, and it's kind of just unique and fun. I did go in with the second coat just to build them up. So yeah, that's what it looks like, and this is one I'm very excited to wear. Now we have the shade Crystals from the Mermaid Magic line, and this is a holographic glitter topper in a clear base. It has some small micro glitter, and then it has some larger hex glitters as well. It leans very green to pink. I would consider these holographic because it does have like basically all the colors of the rainbow. You can see some more than others, but I'm trying it over black, and you'll see over the black you can really see a lot of blue, some red, some green. So I would consider this holographic, and it's beautiful. Now we have the shade Pure Blush from the Glitter Vibes line, and this is a rose gold micro glitter, and then it has holographic hex glitters, like larger pieces, and it's just in a clear base. This one's beautiful. This is just 1 coat. It really disperses the glitter, and you can build it up. I personally love this one on its own. I do put it over a black as well, but even on its own, I think it is gorgeous. And you can really see those holographic hex glitters that give it a little extra something. Here it is over black, and again, the black just makes it pop. Personally, I think I prefer this one on its own, which surprised me, but it is beautiful over the black as well. Now we have what is probably my favorite polish, and it is a very thick, holographic, flaky glitter in the shade Shimmer Mist. And this one is just so, so pretty. Like you've got those different shapes and different like size flakies, and you can really build it up. It's very holographic, and it is just like, I just think it's stunning, especially for a drugstore holographic topper. It just really stands out. And here it is over black. This is actually the combination I have on my toes at the moment. I've had them on for about a week now, and it's holding up very well, but I think this is just beautiful. So for my manicure, I decided to use the pink shade Vacay topped with the Shimmer Mist holographic topper, and this is what it looks like. This is what I have on my nails at the moment, and oh my gosh, I just think it's beautiful. It is such like a Barbie princess vibe, and I am loving it. It makes me so excited for spring and summer. And yeah, I think these polishes are amazing. Like they do not perform like $1 and $2 polishes. Like if I saw this, I would think it was high end. But yeah, I love them. So that's going to be it for this video. Overall, I think these are amazing polishes. Like, even if they were more expensive than they are, I feel like it would be worth it. Like, they just have a really good formula. They have a very good color range. So, if you're overlooking these in the dollar store because you think they're just going to be like cheap, no good nail polishes, don't, because they are honestly just very, very good. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite color was, and if you have any of these polishes, if you've tried them, and what you think. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all soon.